Good morning, friends. I am Professor V.A. Zadav from CSMSS College of Polytechnic, Aurangabad. In previous video, we have discussed classification of road according to Nagpur Road Plan and third 20-year road development plan. In this video, we are going to study the road alignment. So first of all, what is mean by road alignment? So the road alignment is position or the layout of the center line of the highway on the ground is called as alignment. Means before preparing or before constructing any road, first of all we mark a center line, and the position or the layout of that center line of road or highway, that is called as a road alignment. We are deciding the position or layout of that center line by considering all the points which are required, and after that we do the marking of that center line. So that center line of highway is called as road alignment. The next point, a new road should be aligned very carefully as the cost of construction, maintenance, safety, and SA in travel, etc., depend much upon the alignment of a road. So, for marking the alignment or marking the center line, we consider all these points, and after that we locate the position or the layout of the center line. If we are selecting the wrong position of the road alignment or center line, then we may affect from construction, maintenance, safety, and SA in travel. So to overcome all these drawbacks, we have to study the road alignment before constructing the road. Next point, once road is aligned and constructed, it is difficult to change alignment. If we are not studying the road alignment and we are constructing the road by not considering all the points, then it is very difficult to change the alignment, because if we have to change the alignment, then we have to demolish all the constructed road, and then again we have to do the construction of that road, and therefore its cost will increase, and therefore it is very difficult to change the alignment after construction of the road. Therefore, first of all we have to properly study the road alignment, and then we have to go for construction. And second is requirement of ideal alignment. So the basic requirement of an ideal alignment between two terminal stations are that it should be short, the alignment should be easy, safe, economical, utility, and natural aspect. So first is short. The alignment between two terminal stations should be short. Short alignment provide economy in cost of construction, maintenance, and transportation. While deciding the alignment, we study number of path of the alignment, but from that path we have to select one alignment which should be very short. If we select short alignment, then it will help us in construction cost, maintenance cost, and transportation cost. Therefore the alignment selected should be short. Second, easy. The alignment which we are going to select, it should be easy for construction, it should be easy to maintain the road with minimum problem. Then the alignment must be easy for the operation of vehicle. The alignment which we are selecting, it should be easy for alignment, it should be easy for operation of vehicles. Then next is safe. The alignment should be safe for construction and maintenance from the viewpoint of stability of natural hill, slope, embankment, and cut slopes and foundation of embankment. Means the alignment which we are selecting, it should be safe for construction and maintenance. Then economical. The road alignment could be considered economical only if total life cycle cost consideration and initial cost, maintenance cost, and vehicle operation cost is lowest. Means when we selecting the alignment, along with all these factor, it should also be economical. Then obligatory points. The alignment should pass through obligatory points such as intermediate important towns, group of villages, and area of commercial, military, and social importance. Means the alignment which we are selecting, even though if we have selected short alignment, but other than that, if we are selecting some more alignment and they are connecting from number of obligatory points or number of important villages, towns, then we will not select the short alignment, then we will go for the higher alignment which is connecting the obligatory points. Then need of traffic. Alignment should suit the need of traffic. For fast moving vehicle, it must be as straight as possible, and for slow moving vehicle, it may have sharp bends. Means depending upon the need of the vehicle. Means how the which type of vehicles are going to pass through that road, according to that we have to select the alignment, or we have to decide the alignment according to the vehicles that are going to travel from that road. Then purpose of a road. The alignment should be selected according to the purpose and class of road. For national highway, alignment should be kept perfectly straight as far as possible. And on the other hand, for other types of road, it can be deviated when straight alignment is not feasible. Means depending upon the purpose, for which type of road we are going to select the alignment, depending upon that we will select the alignment, or we will plan for the alignment. Then curve. Curve must be flat as possible. It may be necessary to make adjustment in the horizontal alignment of road, keeping in view the minimum radius of curve and the transition curve. Means depending upon the curve, which how much bends we are required, depending upon that we are deciding our alignment. Economics. The alignment finalized on the above factor should be economical. Means the alignment which we are selecting, it should be economical. Then other consideration, along with the all other following points, we have to see the subsurface water level, seepage flow, and high flood levels. This factor we have to kept in view while deciding the alignment of highway. Okay, thank you. If anyone is having any query regarding this video, then can comment in comment box. Thank you.